All right, today's the 30th of May, 2025, CRAZII Market Talk with KEL at 10 a.m. Let's go into detail, but before that, once again, please remember to do your risk management and make sure that you know that there's always a considerable risk in the market. In the second half, we will be doing the review of 29th of May DAX itself. All right, so DAX is pretty interesting yesterday, so I want to share that with you. Okay, so let's go into the market right now first. The first thing I'll show you is the Taiwanese dollar. Now, guys, take a look. This is the Taiwanese dollar. It has been very, very stable until recently. Then on the 28th of April, that was where it started to come down. On the 29th of April, that's where the Taiwan dollar breaks below the 32, that's the 32 level range on the 30th of April. And then after that, we saw the real selling came in on the this. Now, it's not selling of the Taiwanese stock. To be honest, it's actually the opposite. It's a buying of the Taiwanese dollar. That means the Taiwanese dollar strengthened against the US dollar. Now, that is because the US dollar basically goes down, right? Yeah, indeed. So basically, the Taiwanese dollar now is strengthening, quite a fair bit suddenly. And there's no confirmation from the government regarding about what has happened until today. Then there was obviously some intervention that came in and the Taiwanese dollar recovered back to 30 level. So at one stage itself, everybody gave a base level at 30. They said that, okay, 30 cannot break. 30 is a very important level that cannot break. Thank you. Yes, Dennis. Thank you for sharing me, Dennis, about the Donald Trump thingy itself. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, on Sunday. So the market stayed above the 30 level. So the market stabilized for a few days. And then after that, it started to slip back. And now, basically, we saw yesterday, it tried to have another intervention above 30, but it failed, all right? It failed. So now, apparently, some of the Taiwanese, I saw some videos this morning, they are saying that they have given up hope that it'll be at a 30 level. So they expect the next number to be 28. Now, what will happen definitely is now, right, this sudden strengthening of the Taiwanese dollar from 32 to now, example, 28, that means it's strengthened by almost 15%. And that is very damaging because you are talking about people have to pay you 15% more. So this will stir a lot of problem for the Taiwanese market, especially for some of the sector here. And this itself, right, the next thing that we will be looking at will be the US 10-year yield that we should always be watching out every single day. And that gives us a very good insight. Now, yesterday, the 10-year yield actually pulls back, yeah? So that means the bond market recovered a little bit yesterday. All right, the question will be that now will Donald Trump get whatever he wants? There's two sides of the coin. There's still a lot of debate ongoing. He's trying to push it through by today. So if he manage, I think what will happen if you ask me, if I'm Donald Trump and if I got him correct, he will say in the afternoon that, okay, he got it. Typical Donald Trump. He'll tell you the whole world, okay, he got it already, no problem. And then the market will rally again. Something like that. Then after that it's all right. Then the court come and say, no. And then the thing will repeat. Because it's the interesting part is this, it's a 1977 law. All right. Then the thing is that this has been ongoing so long. The tariff, very first day he came to president, he already been implementing this, and he did it before the previous time itself. So why suddenly out of nowhere the court come in? So I haven't read into detail, but my question is that it's a lot of circles again. So to me, end of the day is that we will just have to follow the OP rule. I told you, right, just follow OP rule, you're fine. Now, the VIX didn't really move out yesterday despite the craziness, but then there's some recovery, and I think that there's a base somewhere around here. And I say, repeat, if the VIX had come down to 17, I'll be more than happy to buy some VIX, yeah? 17 on the cash. All right, so maybe I'll check the CFD later. Another market to watch out for is the dollar index. The dollar index yesterday reversed very strongly from the highest point all the way down. That shows you evidently that the market really don't want to have the dollar. So I'm pretty sure later on, if the dollar actually breaks down and go below the opening mark, then the gold price will be shooting up again. All right, we will go shortly on this topic. Yeah. Okay, so that is the major fundamental. Let's go into our own indicator. Okay. Some financial crisis happening in this region or targeting Taiwanese entity like TSMC? A good question, Dennis. As a matter of fact, yesterday I did a video already on this particular topic. I feel that we are actually repeating what has happened in 1997, but this time now apparently it's all right. They are shifting the target to Taiwan. So that's the reason why I feel that, right, recently Donald Trump has been getting his military up, spending up, and then he also do bit on nuclear projects. All these things tells me that we might be seeing something incredible in the second half of the year, or at least the third quarter of this year itself. Is how I feel it. So Dennis, you and me have the same thoughts, huh? Interesting. Okay, let's look at gold this morning. All right, let's take a look at gold right now. Okay, can you see my gold chart, right, everybody? Can you see, right? Susan, can you see my gold chart? Okay. Now, today, excuse me, yesterday, the gold chart gave a very strong recovery. It was down quite a fair bit, as you can see. It was down a fair bit. And then after that, it did a very strong recovery, in short, creating a BMB, a big movement bar. I'll show you later how does it work. And now it's seemingly resisted at the moment, but we can see evidently the boys are actually involved in the picture. So you can see once again, the price is now near the low of the day, but yet the KSI is actually green in color. So I repeat myself the 10,000 times, our KSI got nothing to do with the price action on the market itself. It's a standalone. Okay, so the thing is this, what I'm going to expect? Well, very simple. We still have a downward trend, all right, but then it was broken by the BMB yesterday. So the only thing is that now we have to see a recovery, and the best of this candle can turn yellow. That's the best. But the KSI now is now in line with the KCX, right? So remember, I told you, right, if the market is going down, 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 how to change the trend? The market has a higher low, and then have a doji if possible, or at least an inside bar, and then followed by a yellow bar. So today, the closing of this candle is going to be critical. If the market turns yellow, that's it, buy all the way. So how I know that? Look at this. The pivot one itself is 33.15. The opening price is 33.18. So in short, once gold stays above OP, buy gold all the way towards the next KCB. In this case right now, that KCB would be 33.43. I repeat, 33.43. Okay, but if gold stays below OP, which is what's happening now, it will come down to the MLP, which is going to be very close right by. 33.03 will be the MLP. I think it will touch that level. Now, if the market touch the MLP and stay above MLP, you can consider to buy low. Why? Because the KSI is green in color. You can try to put a buy above MLP after you trigger it, and then put a stop loss just below MLP. So you may actually be buying cheap later. All clear? If all clear, press number 1 right now. Now, for those who are going for the CRAZII Global Agent training, you need to pay your money first. Second thing is, right, you also need to prepare yourself. I mean, the training will be very soon. We are now talking to one very, very senior person in this industry that involved in training of salespeople, in short, right? This guy, through very interesting form and manner, I happen to know him, and we clicked, in short. He's a very successful person, a very successful father. So I think that all the CRAZII agents will be very, very happy when you meet him later. Yeah, not today, but soon. All right. Then for the competition, we're going to have the CRAZII competition next week already, right? So we still got people coming in, but we need to quickly confirm, because if not, won't be able to get your indicators. Yeah. All right. And I say this time round as well, I think this competition will be very fun to trade, because you have a one winner going to be Hong Kong. Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the 5-minute chart of gold to let you see where the stacking is. All right. Okay, let's just wait for the 5-minute chart. Okay, so we can see the market reverse. Just give me a minute, guys. I don't hand the phone. Don't, yeah. All right, thank you so much for waiting for me. Oh, I just saw gold touch the MLP. Anyone bought MLP? Anyone bought the gold just now? Anyone bought the gold? He touched MLP exactly, and then recover already. Alamak, instantly. Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry, I was on the phone earlier, so someone very important just called me. Apology. So anyone bought gold? Anyone? No, not yet. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the whole 5-minute chart. Yeah. Oh, someone bought. Oh, Nigel. Wow. Okay. Okay. I was expecting you to be the one to be buying. Okay. Let's take a look on this thing here. So what happened this morning? It was flat as a normal, yeah. Then we have a false breakout whereby the diamond came in, everything was good. Then you draw a line and the market failed you on immediately. Now, this type of fake movement, It's starting wrong. It's just part of market. Now, some people complain that, oh, this is a fake movement, I cannot fake, then your system lousy. No, no, no. I see from the other way around. Do you know that when I see this, when I saw the price going up and coming down so fast, it's all right. I know that the price was shoot down already. And truth be told. So what I did was that I actually shorted here itself. Then I bought back here because this is where obviously the stop loss will be there. Okay, so that's how I see it as trading. Remember, guys, you can make money from many ways. Don't need like, say, oh, every time I enter must make money. You can actually make it this way and that way, yeah? Okay, anyway, now we can see very clearly that gold is now holding around this MLP, so it's very critical. So if you don't want to buy it now, you want to buy it cheaper or later, what I suggest to you is, simple, listen, yeah? If the market hit MLP again, and then stabilize it with a diamond at the bottom, and then you draw the line as a yellow candle, then you buy, okay? If you want to wait for one more round, okay? Then if you think, no, okay, I want to wait for another round later, I think it'll go down to this MA30 because it's very near the KTR -2, fine, no problem, you can also do that, no problem, okay? So for me itself, right, I'm lynching on just as long as above MLP, I prefer to buy. But if it's below MLP, I won't buy because MLP to me is very important. Okay, all clear? Oh, Yao Dong also did that. Oh, this guy, very good trader, yeah? Okay, all clear? If all clear, press number 2 right now. Thank you very much. Okay, excellent. All right, so you'll be your choice later for gold, yeah? Okay. Now let's look at the next market, and that will be the Dow Jones. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones, and I think you should see what I meant today. Today, Dow Jones is going to be very, very important because it's a doji day. Yeah? Doji day, as you know, means doji directional day, one way or the other way. And the thing is this, today, the opening price, incredibly, is actually below the pivot 2. So by default itself, right, it's a sell if it goes below OP. But at the same time, you have the MA30, which is a short-term moving average, is actually supporting it itself. So the downside will be kind of limited. And plus the KSI is green. Oh my God, it makes it even more difficult. Plus the KCX also black. So the downside is also heavily supported. So now everybody listen to what I have to say. If the Dow Jones today close wherever, it will be very important. Why? Look at it carefully. The market now cannot go up. It's because it's heavily blocked by the MA200. Can you see that? The market cannot go down because it's heavily supported by the MA30. So these two are actually holding the market now. Hence, therefore, if the market choose either side by the end of today, okay, either side by end of today, it will start the trend. Yes, why? Because if you notice this one here itself, right, is actually what you call a zebra formation. Zebra means alternative of colors, red, yellow, or yellow, red, really depends how you look at it. Once you have seen this in the market, right, genuinely, usually there will be a big movement. And now we come together with the MA together at the same time, it's going to basically make or break the market. So mathematically speaking, if we close above the MA 200, we should see the Dow shooting up in the next few days. If we close below the MA 30, we'll see the Dow coming down the next few days. So of course, it seems to be right, whatever Donald Trump will want to present himself today and what the court will say, it's going to be a very big decider. All clear? So those who want to do big movement, you should be watching the opening price of today's Dow Jones. Then make sure that if you're buying above the OP. If you're going to sell the market, then you sell below OP. That's how you do that for today as well. Very important day. All clear? If all clear, press number 3 right now. Thank you. Okay. All right. So today, stay tuned on the market. Yeah. Is there any news today? I don't think so, right? Is there any big news, major news today? Okay, next market I'm going to bring in to you is the Bitcoin. Now, remember, I told you Bitcoin has a very interesting way to read the market, and I think that answers pretty clearly, right? Yeah. So you see that Bitcoin has came off, all right? My target was 112. It didn't go there. It broke down, and the KSI turned red. You can see that as well. This morning, the Bitcoin slammed very fast to 104 and then rebounded. So I'm watching this. So now the thing is this, if Bitcoin is a way to inform me where directive will be going, then this 104 will be very critical because it's very near to the KCB. Now watch the thing here itself, guys. The KCB range here itself. The one that is this going to be big, yeah? If the KCB get triggered, 103,993 get triggered and close below, wow, this could be a very big sell-off for the Bitcoin, and that's not gonna be good, yeah. Because we all know that recently the Bitcoin has been going up because we do have a bit of buying because of Donald Trump and his family involved in crypto. And I know that the two sons recently went for a crypto convention, blah, blah, blah. So it's like a little bit of telling us what may happen in the near term, yeah? So if the Bitcoin is now confirming the downtrend is over and recover and the Bitcoin shoot up instead, then there's very high likely chance the stock market will follow. So that's why, again, it seems to be everybody just preparing for the big movement, yeah, for today itself. So traders, watch out for it. Okay, I saw that the gold has broke below the MLP, right? So traders do what you need to do, yeah, for yourself. I already tell you that if you touch MLP and if you recover, then you buy. If not, don't do anything, okay? Unless you want to short the market. Okay, so that is for Bitcoin. And one more market for you is silver today. The first thing that was silver. Now, silver, so yesterday someone asked me about my view, why I out of nowhere talk about silver. I say again, because a friend of mine, a close friend of mine tells me that KEL talk about silver, and I just haven't looked at the chart and I feel what I said. Now, silver is consolidating very clearly, it's consolidating. And the thing is this, I was just observing this chart yesterday. I kind of realized that the consolidation, this time round, the consolidation is a little bit more than usual, you see? I mean, the length and the distance itself, right? Compared to the last few months, you don't really have this, right? That means the thing, but then there's one very near one, this guy here itself. So if you look at it from the chart view, this could be a consolidation for a big outbreak. So that's why I feel that silver do have the possibility. So of course, if silver is a go up, right, then definitely gold will be the one leading it. So what will lead to the market? A dollar. The dollar must sell off. So the dollar must sell off. That means that something must happen to the US market. So all these things itself tells me that we should have a very major move in the months to come. Okay, major. All right, all clear? All clear, yeah? Okay, all clear, press number 4. Thank you very much. Keep you in tap in the market. All right, let's look at currency market right now. We do Canadian, but we look at the pound first. Now, I'm pretty bullish on the pound because you can see it's clear. And I like the pound movement because you can see it has been going down the last few days. So if you ask me, pound, oops, sorry, what is this? Okay. Pound has been going down. So as you can see, once it recovers, break, it will go up. So is there a diamond anywhere? Yes, indeed, there's a diamond. Let's take a look, refresh the screen first, obviously. All right. Okay, so you can see that we have a very strong diamond, 4 diamond here, and that's why the market recovered. So, and you can see that every time when there's a diamond, you can see that pound will always push up, pull back, and then rally. So push up, pull back, rally, push up, pull back, rally. So that's why I think pound is going to go up. Yeah, all clear? Okay, and we'll do the Canadian, the one that is Iman loves. Take a look at Canadian, and you can see that Canadian has still stayed red. So which means that now we have a potential elephant trade on Canadian. So if the Canadian do fall, then the market will come back to the low here. It's 1.3640. Okay, so traders take note of this. Yeah, the dollar play is going to come out again next week. Likely it'll be next week. Okay, guys, that will be all for this morning first half revision. We will now go into a short break to do the second half, which is the review of the DAX market. Thank you very much. We'll come back soon. Yeah.